Hello, her tribe. So it's been about a week, and I just wanted to have a moment to have this thing to myself, but now it is time for me to share it with the world. So I cut my hair. Like literally, I shaved the entire half of my head off. Now, when I say I actually mean that I had my son's barber, Darnell, at Faded Universe in League City, Texas, to shave it for me. And his wife actually did the rest of my hair. And I can't wait to tell you all about it. The journey starts here. Okay, so let me just first say that this has been something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time. It's actually been on it's on my bucket list of things to do. Shaving my head, getting a tattoo, getting a piercing. I don't know where the piercing gonna be at, but these are all things that are on my bucket list of things to do. And I said, you know what? It's 2020. We have nothing else to do. Might as well give it a go. Especially as I'm on my journey and going through this whole self-discovery thing, I realize how huge hair plays in the lives of women every day. Like, even when I'm at work, we talk about hair all the time. What are we gonna do to our hair next? How are we gonna dye it? How are we gonna cut it? What highlights we're gonna get? Oh, I'm going gray. I need to cover it up. Oh my gosh, I did a corona cut and now my bangs are too short. We talk about hair all the time. But now as a Black woman, I have to talk about hair even more. I get so many questions from my coworkers, people at church, just friends and family in general asking, you know, how did you do your hair? How did you get that in your hair? How does your hair do that? How did you get your hair to be that color? Like, there are so many, like, what are these little shells in your hair? When I had my hair short, I got a lot of questions. When I would get sew-ins and my hair would be long, I would have a lot of questions. I have heard it all, right up to people coming right up and touching my hair. Now, if you are a Black woman, then you know how sensitive this topic is. And so for my friends out there who may not know, here's the thing about touching Black women's hair. We put a lot of time, effort, and money into grooming ourselves on a daily basis, right? It takes a lot of time. Even though half my hair is gone and I just have this side, I take at least 15 to 20 minutes in the mirror doing my hair. Now that's with little to no maintenance. If I had my hair down or if I were doing my natural hair, that takes even longer. Although it may not seem that way because we're constantly manipulating it, our hair is very sensitive. When you tug on it, it will break. If you run your fingers through it, it'll get tangled. It is very sensitive, whether you're wearing your own hair or someone else's. Either way, I call it my hair because it's on my head. But I have been known to give a lot of grace because I know that people are just trying to understand because it's so different from what they are used to. Okay guys, so here are some quick pointers. Number one, if you are truly that interested in feeling another woman's hair, ask for permission first. Number two, if she says no, be okay with that. Number three, just because we express ourselves through our hair doesn't mean we want to talk about it every time we enter the room. And number four, yes, it is just hair, but it's my hair. Adjust and move on. So let's talk about the cut. Here are some pictures of when I first got out of the chair and out of the salon. As you can see, I was on cloud nine. I really didn't think it was going to be that short, but I absolutely love it. Even now, after a week has passed, it has grown in some. I'll come a little bit closer so you can see. It's grown in some, and I love it. Like, what I love about having it long on this side is that I can always flip it over. And if I wanted to cover that side or just create another kind of little illusion happening here, if I wanted to put it into a ponytail up high at the top, I can do that too. Like, there are just so many possibilities. You don't have to always have that side showing, but I like it. As you can tell, she put in a couple pieces of hair jewelry just to accent it. But I love this. They are some type of goddess lock, but I can't remember the exact name of it. I'll have to ask her and put the name of it there. But I absolutely love these. Each piece of hair has the lock as well as the loose pieces. So it hangs so pretty, and I think the more I wear it, the more authentic it looks. And I, again, just absolutely love it. I can't say enough about how, number one, the style, both my stylist, Amaris, check her out here, and her husband Darnell did a wonderful job. I'll put their link in the bio if you're interested in connecting with them. Here's something that I didn't expect that would happen. This cut has unleashed a new side of me. Maybe not new, maybe a suppressed side of me. And now this has just opened up that realm of Alana as I go throughout my journey. This is just one piece of it. Now, I have noticed that a lot of celebrities get tons of flack whenever they shave their head. Ones that come to mind, Britney Spears. Now, Britney was going through something at that time, but it's her right to cut her hair. Another one, Tiffany Haddish, recently in the news, she shaved her complete head and people were like, oh, she's lost her mind, she's gone crazy. Emery said something the other day on her post that when a woman cuts her hair, it's a sign that there's a big change in her life. And I truly believe that because, again, this has literally unleashed a new side of me, a bolder, more confident side of me that had been suppressed for so long. So if there's anyone on the fence, I would highly recommend it. Look, it's hair. It's going to grow back. When it grows back, it's going to be even healthier and stronger. And if you don't like it, you can always wear a wig. I just think that it was an amazing experience. Because it's this length, I have to go to the barber once every 2 weeks just to get an edge up and to make sure it stays at a good length. We don't want it to be all fuzzy looking. I think the next time that I go, I'm going to put like a little design in here because I think that's cute. And I want to, because I want to, and that's my business. I can if I want to. When I came home, my daughter was like, oh, so you're a cool mom now. I was like, what? I wasn't cool before? She was like, no. So I guess I'm now a cool mom. I was thinking about maybe doing both sides, but I like the fact that I have the choice of whether I want to show it or not. So I think I'll just stick with the one side. But again, I want to do some little designs in it. Again, this has been an amazing experience. I don't know how long I'll keep it this way. Eventually, I will grow it out, but I'm in no rush. It makes me think about the things that we hold off doing. I always wanted to get this style, but I always worried about when I went to work or when I went to a formal event, it not being professional enough or being dressy enough. And honestly, I fed into the stereotypes of someone who had their hair like this was a professional, but that is not true. I think that if anything, I have more confidence in my abilities and what I bring to the table and am willing to express it freely. I know recently in California, the Crown Act was passed that made it illegal to discriminate against women based on their hair. Can you believe that there were people who were not being offered jobs or losing their jobs just because of the way they wore their hair? That is ridiculous. I know people that go to work every day that are very well groomed and don't do anything at work and are very unsuccessful. It has nothing to do with how you choose to wear your hair. So that was one huge bias and stereotype that even I had to look at again and see the individuality of it. I think that as a society, we often stereotype people and what they can bring to the table. Now, I know it's important for you to come to the table well manicured, dressed appropriately, and ready to work. That's not the issue. But really, it's the fact that it may not be to your liking or match what you deem as appropriate, and therefore the discrimination comes. So I think that we all need to be careful about the implicit and explicit biases that we all have that we may not even realize. Again, I am confident in who I am and what I bring to the table, and I know that my hair does not define me. It is simply an extension of who I am. I saw this t-shirt the other day that said, "Be yourself, they'll adjust." And I was thinking, that is absolutely true. When you try to be something other than who you are, that's when you seem inauthentic and people can manipulate the situation. Again, my challenge to you is to, if you don't have one, make a bucket list. Start checking things off. What are things that you've always wanted to do? Things that make you smile, things that are exciting. Do it. Do all of them. Because life is too short not to. There is no one holding you back but you. You can do this. You got this, girl. Remember, your journey is worth it.